Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to go through my trade this morning from ticker MNKD, otherwise known as Mankind Corporation. Just taking a look at this one in pre-market. It had a ton of volume in pre-market. It doesn't really look like it down in here, but keep in mind that this thing was pushing 2 million in volume in pre-market and was having some pretty decent rolls. It did clear VMA a few times, didn't hold. Had a pretty good push up in here, didn't hold. So I decided to wait till the open. Expected a sell-off at the open and got it. And originally was targeting this area right here between these two lines, between 239 and 244. And because if you go back and look, it held support decent in there. So if it's like as long as it held support in there and started to break above, that was the plan, was to make an entry somewhere between 244 and 248. Well, when it sold off to here, I was actually looking at the weed stocks that everybody's looking at, and I literally flipped back a minute and a half later, and we were already, or maybe 2 minutes later, and we were already on this candle. I was like, crap. So, I had a buy signal. I was above VMA, but I wanted to wait for it to settle because I hate buying on big straight up candles. And then the next candle really concerned me because small body, long wick, that, as soon as it pressed up, it just sucked right back down. And then, so I watched it for a little bit and watched it all the way through this move here and pretty much knew it was going to get another pullback. So what I was watching for was this area right in here, 267, to see if it would hold. And played it off of this bounce right here. I got in at 267 for 3,300 shares. And then immediately, boom, it pushes up. And I was like, okay, great. Got a lot of volume behind it. So felt pretty good about the trade at this point. It gets up, it goes sideways. It's just taking a breath. And I had targeted the $3 mark because, any whole dollar mark is going to give you natural resistance. And was planning on taking probably half off around 298, which I did on this triangle here. So I wanted to see if it would break 3 and stay, because if you go back and look on the 1-year chart and trace it across 3, if it broke 3 and stayed, then I could easily see about 315, 320 with an upper range of that all the way between 340 and, Jesus, almost 380. But, 3 didn't hold. And I saw it wasn't going to hold really quickly, so this candle right here, I got out at 298. So I ended up exiting the entire position, 3,300 shares total in 2 trades at 298 from a 267 entry. 710 bucks. I was in the trade at a grand total of about 9 minutes, and can't beat that with a stick. I'll take it all day long, because you see what happened to the rest of the chart. Looking on stock twits, everybody keep saying, hey, this is going to pop past 3, maybe it will. Right now it doesn't look very freaking promising. If it can get back up to around the 280 range by the end of the day, this has an opportunity to be a multi-day runner, because if you go back and look at the chart, this started at about the same point as this one, and you can see what happened. This thing ran all the way up to $6, initially pulled back, and then ran up past to almost 680. So it can do it, but right now the chart looks like hammered dog crap. It does not look good at all. This is just shorts covering right here. And I mean, you can see every spot where they covered. They had a lot of people went short right up in here. A few covered right in here, and then as soon as it triple topped right there in 3 minutes, you had some more that went short. It helped shove it down. You had a few covered here. They went short again after it failed to break back through, and then boom. Pretty easy, straightforward chart to read. And I can't complain. 710 bucks, I'll take it.